Right now, the secret to massive social scaling involves turning a single long video into hundreds of high-performing short clips. Marketers and creators are squeezing millions from short-form platforms using just a handful of long recordings, which seems almost impossible. The short answer is they've abandoned tedious manual editing in favor of leveraging much smarter content repurposing tools. Today, we are walking through exactly how teams are achieving this scale and what workflows actually work for consistent growth. We'll share the playbook so you can replicate this success without needing to hire an entire 10-person creative agency. So, let's welcome our expert who has cracked the code on extracting maximum value from every recording. Welcome back. What should people expect to learn from this essential conversation today? Thanks for having me. I've observed that the biggest growth explosions come directly from volume combined with smart content reuse. The teams that truly explode past their competition aren't just creating one viral clip. They're consistently making dozens every single week. I want to clearly show everyone how to find those key viral moments and how to automate the monotonous editing tasks. Furthermore, we will cover the necessary scheduling and management systems to ensure your content posts with reliable consistency. I'm also sharing a few incredibly practical workflows that you can genuinely copy and implement over a single weekend. All right, the best approach to begin this transformation is understanding what top creators are actually doing with their long-form content. They utilize a dedicated tool to automatically find the absolute best moments within a 45 to 90-minute video. These captured segments are then expertly transformed into those highly performant 15 to 60-second clips for TikTok, Reels, and Shorts. A tool built exactly for solving this problem, for instance, helps automate the initial discovery and trimming process. This automation excels by detecting the most engaging, high-retention parts of your original longer recording. The technology also successfully manages the posting schedule automatically, meaning you do not have to babysit a complex calendar. It provides a centralized content calendar where you can manage and tweak every single clip across all your different social platforms. However, you must not view this simply as a very fancy trimming application, because there is a deeper secret sauce involved. The real breakthrough is utilizing this technology to test your content hypothesis massively across all variations simultaneously. Top-tier creators are not settling for one version. They are creating 5, 10, or even 30 distinct variations of the same core idea. These variations focus on different opening hooks, slightly different aspect ratios, and customized captions for specific audiences. With AI-assisted clipping capabilities, achieving this extraordinary level of scale becomes not only realistic, but also highly affordable. This shifts the bottleneck away from an editor's high hourly rate and places creative velocity squarely back in your hands. Consider a mobile app studio that used to run just a few polished ads weekly to conduct their crucial split tests. After batching hundreds of clips from simple podcast episodes and founder interviews, they dramatically accelerated their creative testing cycles. They learned within days exactly which combination of hooks, intros, and calls to action actually drove new user installs effectively. The best performing creative variants were kept in constant rotation, while the underperformers were immediately paused, showcasing true creative diversity. Ultimately, two fundamental elements matter more than anything else when maximizing short-form video stop rate: the written hook and the visual hook. The written hook is that critical opening sentence designed explicitly to halt the user's thumb mid-scroll. The visual hook is what the viewer registers in those initial 0 to 1 seconds. Perhaps an intriguing jump cut or a sudden, unexpected graphic. Mastering both hooks is essential because if you capture attention initially, the rest of the message has a chance to land successfully. Smart tools actively assist in surfacing moments that naturally possess these dual hook characteristics for your review. The system flags high-energy facial expressions, abrupt topic transitions, moments of laughter, and any other significant reaction beats automatically. Once flagged, you gain the ability to select and highlight those specific high-impact seconds with just a simple click or tap. Another massive advantage unlocked through this process is simplified localization and rapid scaling into new international markets. Trying to find and manage creators in every single new geographic market like Spanish or German-speaking regions is often a huge logistical headache. With an established, smart workflow, you can generate localized clips and corresponding captions incredibly fast to test new territories. This doesn't mean fabricating cultural relevance, but localized versions significantly reduce the testing cost for entering any new demographic. Now, let's briefly examine the two main creative approaches you should be testing simultaneously across your new assets. On one end of the spectrum, you have the ultra-realistic, human-feeling, user-generated content, or UGC-style clips. On the opposite axis, you have attention-grabbing, slightly surreal, or hyper-produced clips that force users to stop scrolling immediately. The best and fastest-growing teams never commit to just one side. They test both styles rigorously to see what resonates with different segments. A heartfelt, genuine clip might convert beautifully for one audience segment, while a loud, meme-infused clip crushes for another segment entirely. Automated clipping software makes running these diverse creative strategies feasible without instantly blowing up your entire monthly content budget. Let me share a couple of niche examples that really drive home the sheer power of this batching methodology. Micro-learning apps, like those offering bite-sized lessons or book summaries, scaled rapidly by converting expert interviews into mini educational shorts. These successful teams sprinkled on-screen text and dynamic captions to ensure the lesson was clear, even with the sound completely off. Another team generated a deeply human and emotionally resonant campaign for a digital memory book product by clipping older interviews. They focused on extracting those sweet, vulnerable moments from recorded family interviews and transforming them into short, vertical stories. Those genuine clips found massive organic reach because they cut through the noise by feeling inherently authentic to the viewer. This isn't just for massive software companies. I recently met an entrepreneur servicing local businesses with AI marketing stacks. He applies the exact same principle by repackaging long client conversations and testimonials into highly effective short ads. He runs these targeted ads across Facebook and TikTok, achieving incredibly cheap lead generation due to his creative speed. That efficiency comes from his ability to spin up a high volume of high-quality creative assets very rapidly for many different niches. Many people wonder how to maintain an appropriate voice when repurposing content originally spoken by someone else entirely. A highly practical technique involves using speech-to-speech conversion to maintain the original audio's successful cadence and rhythmic feel. You extract the audio, transcribe the key parts, and use those stylistic cues to write a new script that mimics the original successful tone. Then, you record fresh narration or use a high-quality voice engine that is specifically trained to match that proven vibe exactly. By keeping the established rhythm and proven tone, your repurposed version instantly stands on the successful shoulders of the original audio. For those desiring deeper, more hands-off automation, connect your inspiration feeds directly into your automated clip generator system. For example, you can set up a trigger to pull top-performing TikToks based on a keyword, which then gets transcribed automatically. Those transcripts feed into an AI script step that rewrites the content to specifically talk about your unique product or service. Finally, this newly generated script is pushed directly into the clipping tool to create ready-to-post videos without any manual interference. Platforms like Make or Zapier are excellent for tying these complex, multi-step processes together reliably using API integrations. The clip generator's bulk features integrate perfectly into these flows, allowing you to auto-create dozens of unique clips daily from a constant feed. It is absolutely crucial to realize that not every clip generation tool on the market offers the same level of integrated intelligence. Traditional editors or single-purpose apps might trim content cleanly, but severely lack the crucial discovery, batch processing, or scheduling capabilities. Some sophisticated options are priced prohibitively high and come saddled with very steep, time-consuming learning curves for new users. Hiring an agency to manage this process is feasible, but they often cost thousands per month and will inherently slow down your feedback loop. This specific platform's value lies in unifying the intelligent clip finding, the batch export, and the necessary content calendar into one seamless application. This integration gives your team essential speed and agility without ever sacrificing the necessary level of creative control over the final product. Before we conclude, here are a few essential tactical tips to immediately implement for gaining significant traction this week. First, aim to generate between 5 and 10 distinct clips from every long video you process, trying out varied hooks and calls to action for testing. Second, utilize captions and on-screen text extremely aggressively, because the vast majority of viewers consume this content with the sound muted. Third, when a clip performs exceptionally well on one channel, immediately repurpose it by changing the aspect ratio and caption for another platform. Crucially, you must tweak the opening hook slightly to align with the specific cultural or viewing norms of that new platform you are targeting. Fourth, relentlessly automate every single step that involves repetition, like transcription, caption variant creation, and post scheduling, as they are low ROI manually. Finally, adopt a mindset where you refuse to be precious about most of your output, because the vast majority of clips will inevitably underperform. The few that actually catch fire will generate enough momentum and learning to completely justify the effort put into every single failed attempt. If you are ready to truly internalize this system, take one long podcast episode and deploy 20 generated clips throughout the coming month. You will inevitably learn significantly faster by actively executing this creation process than by spending endless hours only planning your perfect initial strategy. As a final thought, always be hyper-aware of niche opportunities where competitors are currently not testing their short-form content rigorously. Areas like micro SaaS demos, highly specific trade skill tutorials, or hyper-local service business content can be unexpectedly profitable first-mover zones. If you establish dominance there now, you capture that short-form search and discovery space before the larger competitors even notice. So, the directive remains: batch a huge pile of clips, test every single variation aggressively, and ruthlessly automate all repetitive tasks. Always keep your primary focus locked directly onto the quality and execution of those critical opening hooks to maximize initial engagement. For those who want to go even deeper, I can provide the exact automation flows we use to scrape inspiration and pipeline content instantly. These proven automation recipes serve as a massive multiplier for small teams that are already operating with limited resources and tight deadlines. That concludes today's essential playbook on turning your long-form assets into an unstoppable multi-platform short-form content machine. If you found this deep dive valuable, please take a moment to leave a comment below, sharing a clip you just made from one of your long videos. Tell us specifically what worked best for you in your initial testing, because we genuinely read all feedback and love providing tailored follow-up insights. And to our expert guest, thank you so much for coming on and openly dropping this incredibly actionable, powerful playbook for everyone here. I truly appreciate you sharing your deep knowledge and providing such a clear path forward for all the creators listening in today. My pleasure. Send those first batch clips my way because I am keen to check them out and share my thoughts on your initial hook execution. Thanks again for inviting me to share these modern content velocity secrets with your engaged audience.